Hello, hello, hello. I decided to come on a few minutes early. Uh, this is not going to be a very long sale today. I'm having a lot of problems with my hands and my arms, lots of pain. So I decided didn't want to cancel, so I decided to go ahead and come on and do a sale. As you can see, I haven't had any sleep. It's pretty rough, y'all. So anyway, I decided to go ahead and come on early, a few minutes early and do the sale. So we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna try to get through. I think I've only got like 30 something items, but like I said, I'm having a lot of problems here the past few days with pain in my arms and hands and everything from my nerve damage from my back. So, you know, these things happen. But anyway, I'm gonna do the sale today. If since I can't do a whole lot, I may try to do a pop up tomorrow if I'm feeling better. If not, I'll definitely be back on Wednesday at 5 p.m. for my scheduled sale. And I'm going to have Angie from Angie's Oddities on with me that day. And then back on Friday at 5 p.m. Also, a little update. Tomorrow, there's a huge sale going on a little bit north of me. I'm going to try to get up there if I'm feeling like it. Like I said, my health has been not great the past, I don't know, several days. So I'm fighting against that, y'all. But anyway, uh, if you see anything after the sale that you are interested in, hi, Chew. Anything after the sale you're interested in that is still available, you can always message me or, leave something in the comment section below if you are interested, and I'll get back with you on that. But that's about it. So I'm going to get started pretty quick. Hey, Pamela. I'm going to get started pretty quick. Like I said, if you're just coming in, I'm not feeling well, but I didn't want to cancel the sale. So I'm here. It's going to be a short sale today, and I may do a pop up tomorrow. If not, I'll be back on Wednesday with Angie. Angie's going to join me again Wednesday, so that'll be fun. But anyway, we're going to get started. I'm having a lot of trouble. If I drop things, y'all just ignore me because my hands are definitely not working right now. But that's okay. It'll get better. It'll get better, I promise. At least I hope it does. So, first up, I have one of these vintage, they call them paperweights, but these are not very heavy. So they wouldn't really work too great to hold paper down, but they look cute. So the first up, I have the scorpion one. These are, I guess you wouldn't call it taxidermy, preserved real animals or whatever in acrylic or lucite kind of medium. But this is the scorpion one. And it's got like some felting on the bottom. It's not super huge. I'll give you an idea of size. It's a smaller one. But it is a real scorpion in there. Oh, that's another thing. I decided to weed out some of my stuff. This actually came from my collection. Some of my stuff on my oddities cabinet because I'm redoing it. So I brought it here. So this guy is going to start at $6 for the little scorpion. If you like, oddity, curiosity kind of stuff, or maybe you just love scorpions. I don't know. The $6 start on him. He does have a little bippity boppity boo right here. I don't know what that was. It's like our little rub mark, it looks like. Hey, Kara, thank you. Right there. But I think he's pretty cool. But if there's no interest in him, we're going to pass on him. And then next, I have another thing that's kind of similar. This is a beetle, a real beetle that's been preserved. And he's also going to be a $6 start for the beetle bug. I don't know if anybody likes bugs, but I had him up on my cabinet. I thought he's kind of cool looking. He's got lots of pretty colors in him. He's a little bit larger than the scorpion one was. And this one does not have the felt on the bottom. And I also have, this will be an $8 start. I also have a real seahorse, but look at the shape of this one. This is like a tall, instead of the round, this is like a taller one. And they put like some, it looks like seashells and some little sand and gravel down in the bottom of this one. But this is a real seahorse. It'll be an $8 start for the seahorse because they're a little harder to come by. So $8 start for the seahorse. And this one had a trap bubble in it right there. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, right there. It's a little bit larger than the other ones were. And Pamela, I see you for this seahorse. So I'm going to count it down to you, sweetie. Going once, going twice, and sold. And Pamela's going to get the seahorse. Thank you. Let me set him over here. Oh, y'all, I don't know. Okay, I just picked this up the other day in the estate sale. I haven't even cleaned it up because I thought somebody might want to leave it since it's older. This is a little mid-century, thank you, Pamela, a little mid-century oil can, and it'll be an $8 start. And I left like the old oil on there. I can wash it off if somebody wants it and they want it cleaner. But I left it on there because, it came out of the old garage like this. I went to an estate sale. This guy had a bunch of old garage stuff. And I thought this one was kind of cool. This little tiny oil can for display. Show you the bottom of it. And, that's that color I love. So, I went straight to it. So $8 start on the little oil can. And from what I was reading, I guess you're supposed to like squeeze the sides to pump the oil out of it. But I don't have enough hand strength to even play with that. But I just thought it was a cute little display piece. It's a little guy. It makes me think of Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz and the Tin Man, needing his oil can. That's what it made me think of. But if there's no interest in the oil can, we'll pass on that one. And next, I have, where is he? A Bonzo dog. Again, he hasn't even been cleaned up. This stuff I just have picked up. I'm going to give him a bath when I'm done here. Another little Bonzo dog ceramic. He'll be a $6 start. Cute little Bonzo. I love his little eyes. These little dogs I just love. And he's like a little planter, or you can make him into a pin cushion if you wanted to. He is marked on the bottom, made in Japan, right here on his little foot. And he doesn't have any chips or cracks. He just needs a little back. And in fact, I was looking at this and I thought it was like a paint drip on his back, but I think it'll come off. Yeah. I've got a magic eraser that'll get that off. That little black spot, I thought it was a paint drip when they were making him, but it's coming off with my fingernails, so I'll get that off. But he's a cute little guy. And I see Pamela for him. So we'll count him down, going once, going twice, and sold to Pamela for $6. Thank you. Put him over here with the seahorse. All right. Oh, why did my phone go off? Hold on. My phone went black on me. I don't know what happened, y'all. Okay. Oh, let me see if I can read it. And then I've got one of these old brass the silk irons, the coal silk irons, they put the hot coals in there and then they would iron the brass with it or iron the silk with it. It is marked on the bottom. Made in Korea. South Korea, maybe South Korea, North Korea. I can't read. I think it says South Korea. And it's got like a little mark on it. GTW, maybe. I don't know. But it's got a lot of patina on it. And you know me, I left the patina. It is solid brass. And the handle is solid. It's got more patina around the handle right there. But I left it on there on the inside as well. It'll be a $12 start for the old silk iron. So if you have any silk, you can iron it. I want to see y'all iron your silk with this thing. But I like the little flowers on the side. Really pretty design on there. There's more patina on the end of the handle there. I'll give you an idea of size on it. It's got some weight to it. I got my scale right here. I made my scale in here earlier because I was doing some stuff. So let me see how much it weighs for you. Yeah, it weighs 12 ounces. It's got some more like design on the handle. Hey, Lori, how are you? But if there's no interest in that, we will pass on it. And then next, I've got some Capodimonte small pieces. I've wadded the two together because they need to stay together. These will be a $14 start, which is a great price. One of these sells for almost double that. But these are old Capodimonte flowers, and these are separate. They hang together, or you can use them separately, like that. Hey, Linda. And they're on this velvet, this like dark red, kind of almost wine color, I guess, velvet. But look how pretty those little flowers are. So I'm doing the two starting at 14. Thank you, Linda. So 2 for 1 monies. And you can hang them together like that to hang them up. Or you can hang them separately on a little picture wall. Or, gallery wall. Or wherever you want to put them, really. But they're in really good shape. I looked them over, and I don't see any chips at all on the little flowers. Like, they're in good shape. Linda, sweetie, it's going to be a short sale today because I'm having problems with my neck and back and everything. So I just wanted to come on and do a little sale. I didn't want to leave y'all hanging. So, all right. If there's no interest in those, we will pass on those. And then next, I know this costs a little bit more, but it's well worth it. This is a piece of Raku pottery. Now, this one is signed by William K. Turner, which he is a very sought-after Raku potterist. A lot of his pieces go for a ton of money because I guess he is like one of the best in the biz kind of deal. But a beautiful piece of Raku. So this is going to be a $30 start. And if you go and look his stuff up, research William K. Turner, and I'll show you his signature on here. It's right down here at the bottom. If you look his stuff up, you'll see it goes for a lot of money. This one is, I think it says 2, and I don't know if that's 1 or a /92. I can't tell. It kind of like all bled in together. He used like a gold paint to sign it and everything right there. So I can't tell. So it's not a huge piece, but it is beautiful. And I see Pamela for 30. Pamela, this is a good piece. Very, very good piece. Look at that gold. You can see that gold right in there. All the blues. It's just beautiful. No chips or cracks anywhere. It's in exquisite condition. So we're going to count it down. Going once. Going twice. Hey, Bonnie. And sold to Pamela for $30. That's a great pickup, girl. You did good on that. Thank you. Yeah, it's a good one. It's a very, very good one. All right. I know this is not everybody's cup of tea, but I'm going to show it anyway because, like I said, if you're just coming in, it's going to be a short sale. I'm not feeling great with my back and everything. But I started like redoing my cabinet behind me. Thank you, Pamela. Some of this cabinet behind me, and I'm kind of like weeding some stuff out and changing things around. So I pulled some of my oddity stuff off, and I'm selling it today. All right. I know you're not going to believe this. This will be a $30 start as well. This goes for about $55 to $60 on eBay. This is an old ethyl chloride glass bottle. Here's a little spout. I'm not going to even try to push it down. I'm sure it would open, but that neck is so thin, and it's glass, and I don't want to break anything because this is very old. It's got the ethyl chloride label right there. This is not a fake like reproduction thing. This is an actual old chemical bottle. And this was the Franco-American Chemical Works, manufacturing chemist, Carlstadt, New Jersey. Yeah, it is very, very cool. So this is the bottle they came in, an old lab bottle. These are really hard to find. I've had it sitting up there on my shelf for a while, and I was like, I love it, but I want to do something different. So that's why I decided to bring it today. So $30 start if anybody is interested. It is very cool. If you like that kind of thing. I know a lot of people don't. But I do. I think it's, strange oddity kind of stuff. It's got like on the metal right there. It's got like little grippy kind of, it's raised so their finger didn't slip off of it. Really a cool piece. Give you an idea of size on it. So cool tube. But I don't see any interest, so that's okay. We will pass on that. And next, what do I have next? Oh, I have this beautiful crystal perfume bottle. It'll be a $16 start. But look at this thing. It is faceted crystal. It is gorgeous. Look at that stopper on there. I'm going to try to take it out so I can show it to you. So there's the dauber. There's no chips or cracks. It's in perfect condition. And it's all faceted and angled on the top. And then the perfume bottle is made to lay at a slant like that because it has a tip on the bottom. So it lays on your vanity at a slant like that. So it looks like a big diamond laying on your vanity. It is really pretty. And it is crystal. It's quite heavy. But no chips or cracks. It's in great condition. And it's not going to hold a lot of perfume. This little container in there doesn't hold a ton of perfume, but it is really pretty. And it's quite large. It's fancy, y'all. Oh, my phone keeps going off. All right, so I believe Pamela was in for 16. If there's no other interest, we're going to count it down, guys. Going once. That's right. Going twice. And sold to Pamela. Congratulations. Thank you. Okay, let me set it right there so I don't knock it off the table. It wouldn't shock me if I did. Okay. Next, I have, thank you. Let's see if I can get it over here. Oh, don't you go rolling around now. This is one of those old lacquer folding shelves. It's all hand painted. It's beautiful. And I got it because I was like, you know, that's going to make it easy to ship. It's got a little bird in there. You know, it's got somewhere here and there because it's a pretty old piece. But you just fold the little shelves up. Hold on. I'm doing it with one hand. This is SB, made in occupied Japan. So that tells you how old it is. Hey, Tracy. Made in occupied Japan on the bottom. This was at a shop somewhere for $69. I don't know when it was, but for $69. But you just fold up the shelves like that, and then it folds flat. So it's a very cool piece. It's got hinges back here on the back. See if I can show you the hinges. Hinges on the back. So this is going to start, I'm going to start it at $20. $20. But it's beautiful lacquer. It's got these hand-painted leaves and tendrils, and then a pretty little bird down here. So I had it sitting over here, and I put like some little doodads on it behind me. I wouldn't put anything super heavy on it just because, you know, these shelves are not affixed. They're just sitting on this little bar right here. And if you put something real heavy on there, it might, I mean, it's pretty sturdy, but, you know, you don't want to drop things off of it. But I had some perfume bottles sitting on it, and it was just fine. But here's the size of it. You get an idea of the size. Really cute. Like I said, made in occupied Japan. Now, there's a hanger right here on the very top. I don't know if you can see that. Right there on the very top. So, but there's not one on this side. So I guess you had it where you could hang it like in a corner or something with one hanger. I don't know how you do it, but I guess you could. But if there's no interest in this guy, we will pass on him. I'm going to put him back over here, though. Go back up here. And then we're going to do a few jewelry pieces real quick. So next up will be a $10 start. And it is a Chico's piece, but it's so pretty. It's on a corded necklace. But it is this beautiful dangle, like enameled flower, and it's got rhinestones. It's black and gold. It's got these rhinestones in it. And then look at these pretty dangles that come off of it, like little crystals. And then you got this enameled metal flower piece that goes up into this corded necklace. And then at the top, you have those same caps on there, the little flowers. And there is the little Chico hang tag. It does have quite a significant extension chain on there. So you don't have to worry about it being too tight. I mean, it's going to extend out pretty good for you. And the back of it is also marked Chico's right there. So I just thought it was really pretty. I like dingle dangles. The little dingly dangles. But if there's no interest, we will pass on it. I'll set him over to the side. And next, I have another Chico's piece, which is this necklace right here. Let me bring him over. He'll also be a $10 start. And this one is like, I don't think it's pewter, but it almost feels like pewter. You know what I mean? Like that really thick metal. and it's this leaf design. And in between each leaf, there's like a little crystal that kind of hangs off the hook, the ring there. And then there's another leaf section, and then another ring with a crystal. And it continues down. Now this one's got the two crystals, a purple and like a AB one. And then here's two crystals here. So it goes like that all the way around. And then down at the very bottom, this leaf hangs off. I got it backwards though. This leaf hangs off, and you got some little crystals hanging around there. All the way back up again. And now on this one, it is marked Chico's at a weird place. Where was that? It was like halfway down the necklace. I saw it. Right there on one of the leaves is marked Chico's right there. And then look how cool on the extension chain. Again, this one's got a nice extension chain on it. It's got a little leaf on the end of the extension chain. So, Chico's is not, it's not Juliana, but it's really for contemporary costume jewelry. It is really nicely made. And they go to such detail to add like the little leaves on the end like that. Not, all the little touches to make it like a really nice piece. So it just gives you a little bit of sparkle. But we will pass on that one. Okay. Oh, this one needs cleaning. Y'all just avoid looking at the dirt on this one. I didn't even see that it needed cleaning, but I'm going to show it anyway. So this will be a $6 start. It is a little butterfly brooch. More contemporary piece. This one's not super old, but $6, and it's got a lot of shine to it. Sandy, did you want the leaf one or the flower one, sweetie? I had two different ones. They're both the same price. This was the flower one. It was a $10 start with a dangle flower. And then I had the leaf one. You just let me know, okay? The leaf. Okay, thank you, sweetheart. I'll put you down for that. I appreciate it. Okay. Oh, I'm glad you like it. I thought it was pretty too. So $6 start on the little butterfly. Lots of little rhinestones in there. I like these. These are like a rainbow AB on there. Lots of purple in there, it looks like, and pink. And then these are all clear. Give you an idea size. So lots of bling bling on this one. Very sparkly. Hey, Eileen. All right, if there's no interest, we're going to pass on that one. I have a few more, and then we'll move on to something else. Okay. So this one's going to be $8 start. Y'all hear the siren going off? Somebody's had problems somewhere. So big, pretty flower. Actually, the pen has it laying like this. I guess you could wear it either way, but the pen's got it laying like this. Big, pretty rhinestones, and then these smaller rhinestones in a gold tone setting. I'll show you the back of this one. This is a larger one. Very nice and sparkly. My phone keeps powering down and going black on me. Then I can't see what I'm showing. I don't know. There was not a maker on this one, so I don't know who the maker is, but it's just a pretty piece if you want something sparkly. But if there's no interest, we will pass on this guy. And then next up, these, excuse me, are a choice, $6 each. And the first one I have is like a ginkgo tree. You got some kind of, like it's not really a teal, but a blue that's not also just not a regular blue. It's got a little bit of green in it. And then that's just enameled. And then you got these pink rhinestones. And then you got the faux pearl in the center. I don't know if this is a ginkgo tree, but that's what I thought it looked like anyway. So ginkgo tree, or this little floral spray here, which I think is really pretty. It's a gold tone. And you have these pretty little rhinestones that come down. And then you've got these small round rhinestones. And these mimic like that thermoset kind of stuff. And then you got a pearl in the center there. So you get a lot of sparkle on that one too. So that's your two choices. I'll let you say them one more time. All right, we're going to pass on those. Y'all can always come back if you want to. All right, next up, I have some perfumes. I don't know if you guys like perfume or not, but I'll show them to you. And if you like them, you can pick them up. And if not, that's okay too. I don't really sell perfume on here, so I thought I'd give it a go. These are each going to be a $10 start, your choice. And these are the three that I have. So the first one I have is Gloria Vanderbilt. It's the large bottle. And this is the Eau de Toilette spray. This is 100 milliliter. So that's your first choice. Your second choice is Love and Light by Jennifer Lopez. And I hate that they write this stuff the way they do, because I can't see that. It looks like it says 2.5 fluid ounces. I think that's what it says. I hope I'm not misleading. So that's your second choice. And then your third choice is, and this, I have to tell you, this is probably my favorite on here of what I've got, because I smelled this one, and this is Elizabeth Taylor Gardenia. And it smells like gardenias. It is so nice. I was just like, it just smells so clean. So $10 start on your choice of Gardenia by Elizabeth Taylor, Love and Light by Jennifer Lopez, or the large Gloria Vanderbilt. I think they're all sprays. Yeah. Oh, that one smells good too. The Jennifer Lopez one. The Gloria Vanderbilt, I hadn't smelled that in a long time. It reminds me of powder, the way it smells. So they're all kind of a clean smell. And I see Pamela in at 10. So we're going to count it down, going once, going twice, and sold. And Pamela, do you want Gloria Vanderbilt, J-Lo, or Gardenia? You let me know. And I will put you down. Gardenia. It smells good. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. Okay, I'll put that over there for you. And if anybody is interested, I still have the Jennifer Lopez and the Gloria Vanderbilt available. Thank you, Pamela. Gardenia for you. I nearly wrote Gardenia instead of Pamela. Gypsy, haven't seen you in forever, sweetheart. Gypsy, do you want J-Lo or Gloria? You let me know. And I'll get the next things ready. We're doing that. Jennifer. Okay, gotcha. Thank you. So that leaves Gloria all by herself. So if anybody wants Gloria, let me know, please. Okay, so next I have, these are very strange. I've had these for quite some time. And I finally figured out what they were. It took me a long time, but I finally figured it out. So these were turn of the century. I'm selling them individually because they're not the same thing. These were from turn of the century, and they were shaman. They were used by shaman. Batak, but I can't say it. Batak, Batak, whatever you say. So it was an island shaman, and this was a medicine box. So I'm gonna start it at $30, which is a great deal. Hey Angie, $30 start. Like I said, this was from turn of the century. Now this one's made out of bamboo. It's carved from bamboo. So late 1800s, early 1900s, and this was used by a shaman. So he held medicine, so essentially like herbs or whatever in here, and he would use it to, grind the herbs together to give to people or whatever he was doing. So what all these things mean, I don't know. That looks like a bug. I don't know. But this is all carved in. Now look at this. When you turn it around, look at this. There's all kinds of little symbols and grid marks and really just interesting things. It's all hand carved in there. It's just a really cool old piece, And look how this is in the bottom. So I'm assuming that since there's like this divot in the wood here, they would take the medicine, the medicines out of there and use this to grind them in probably. I don't know. I don't know a lot about this. I just have figured out what it is. But I just thought it was so cool. But if there's no interest in the medicine man's medicine bottle, thank you, Bonnie. We'll pass on that. And then I have this piece as well, and it's from the same era. It'll be a $20 start. But this one is made out of wood and water buffalo horn. Now look at this thing. So you get kind of that same like grid work with all the carvings in it. This is water buffalo horn or some type of bone or horn right here. So you get all these cool little carvings. And from what I was reading, what is that supposed to be? That looks like some kind of snake or animal or something. Look at this thing. From what I was reading, it was saying that this was like some type of calendar, like some type of perpetual calendar kind of thing. I don't know. But again, these are quite old. These are antique. But I just thought they were very interesting. But if nobody wants them, we will pass. I just wanted to show you guys. I like to bring weird stuff. Y'all know that. Okay, for something that's completely different. If anybody out there is a crafter, I have some Cricut cartridges. I know. Completely different, but Got to keep you on your toes. So first up, I have this one. This is the wall decor and more. Oh, all of these are going to be choice of starting at $6. Hey, Karen. Choice of starting at $6 each. Okay, Linda. Yes, ma'am. All right, $6 each. Choice of is the starting price. And the first one is wall decor and more. So you got, this looks almost like a little Disney, castle. But you got the little castle, you've got the Eiffel Tower, a chair, a butterfly, an owl. What all is on here? Oh, here we go. There's a bunch of pictures on here. There you go. I'll let you look at them. But this has got the little booklet thing in there. Let me take that out. Oh, shoot. So you've got your little keyboard thing. That I've got upside down. That goes on your Cricut, right? And then it's got the little booklet thing. And then you've got your cartridge in there. And it's got the paperwork underneath the cartridge. So that's your first choice. Let me put it back in so I don't lose a piece of it or get it mixed up with something else. So that's wall decor and more. The next one is everyday paper dolls. And this looks like it's a bunch of clothing and peoples. Little clothing and peoples. And again, it's got your little keyboard cover thing. The little booklet. Excuse me. Little booklet thing. And your cartridge with the paperwork underneath the bottom. So that is everyday paper dolls. And then there is Alphalicious. Alphalicious. Which is a bunch of different letters, it looks like. And again, you have all your pieces in there. Show you proof of life of the cartridge. And then finally, speaking of school. So you've got all the letters that are different designs, which are cute. There's a bell and some apples and stars and all kinds of rulers and pencils. And I'm going to make sure all the pieces are in there. Keyboard cover, booklet, and cartridge. So that's your choices. If you see any of those you like, you can just let me know. And if not, we will pass on. Okay. Next up, I have a rock as Denise would say. This is actually a piece of bumblebee jasper. And it's a round one. It's been, it's been ground down and shined up and everything. But it is a beautiful piece of bumblebee jasper. It's quite large. I was gonna wire wrap it and make a necklace out of it, but y'all know I can't use my hands anymore, so I'm just not gonna be able to do that. So I'm gonna start at $10, which is less than I paid for it. I think I paid $15, maybe $20 for this piece of bumblebee. Bumblebee jasper is hard to come by sometimes. And be very careful if you purchase this because it's not going to hurt you, but there is arsenic in Bumblebee Jasper. I don't know if y'all knew that or not. It would take quite a bit, probably, but still. You don't want to sit and chew on it, probably. I wouldn't chew on a rock anyway, but you know, I'm trying to protect people. So a pretty little piece of Bumblebee Jasper. I'm trying to show you all the different sides of it. I just think it's beautiful, the colors on there. You got that bright mustard yellow with the grays and the blacks. Just a pretty piece. But if there's no interest, we will pass on this guy, put him to the side. Okay, next I have stereoscope cards. I'm saving several of them, but I am going to purge some because I don't need all of these. So if anybody's got a stereoscope or you're planning on getting one or you just want the cards, you know, to look at, whatever, I'm going to do these at $3 each, choice of. And I'm going to go through them real quick. I have quite a few here. So you can just pick which ones you want, $3 choice. These are all antique ones, okay? This one's from 1900. And this is copyright 1900 R.R. Whiting and the Whiting View Company, home office, Cincinnati, Ohio. Most of these are funny ones, I think. So this one is Before Marriage. So look, they're sitting under a tree. They got she's got her parasol there. She's feeding him stuff, you know. Look at that. Isn't that nice? Or she's having him smell the rose. That's what it is. She's having him smell the rose. So there is the date, 1900. So there's the first one. So that's Before Marriage. So if you want any of these, you can just put the title of the card in there. This is After Marriage. They're sitting with their backs to each other. Which I think is hilarious. And then this one is, what does he say? Keystone View Company, manufacturers made in the USA, publishers, Meadville, St. Louis, Portland, New York, Toronto, and London, England. So this one says, Who would have thought ever as a boy that we'd get to enjoy a luxury as this? I ain't never seen the like in all my days. So he's got a toilet and it looks like he's shaving in the toilet, it looks like. And then there's a second part to that card. Let's see. Come quick, Samantha. I've dropped my teeth in this darn old wash bowl and I can't reach to the bottom. Okay. And then we've got this one that says, Great Scott, I don't remember ordering chicken for breakfast. Look at this guy. There's like a chicken head popping out of the egg, and he's got the knife. Look at it. Yeah, there was a sink right behind him, Gypsy. All right, and this one is Last in Bed Blows Out the Light. So the poor woman had to get up and go out there to blow out the light. Look at him just laying there. Good for nothing. This one's German. I don't know what that says, but it's in German. And then, what is this? City Hall Tower and Temple Building on North Bay Street, Toronto, Canada. Look at that. And look at this one. Automobile sightseeing. They got in the automobile. Look at all of them in there, piled in. And the guy's got the megaphone thing. They are piled in there, y'all. Look at that. Look at these kids hanging out down here. Hey, Mary. Hey, Thomas. Oh, they colorized this one. Webster Albee Publishing's Rochester, New York. Oh, he's about to get. Oh, every kiss has its sting. Look at this. He's getting him a little kissy kiss in the window, and look at him coming out with that stick in his hand. That's a good one. And then what is this one? Love Hangs by a Little String. This one's from 1893. Look at him. He's got a string in his mouth. Trying to get all saucy with her. Love Hangs by a Little String. Mm-hmm. Oh, what is this? New Woman. This is 1899. So the bike is parked here. Oh, she's got him in there doing the wash on the washboard. Okay. So he's in there doing the wash on the washboard. And she's out here reading the newspaper. That's the New Woman. And that was 1899, y'all. Okay, so this one is 1899. And this is says, "Come again, you so remind me of my absent wife." So he's got this burglar like breaking in. He's got his gun in his hand. And this guy's laying in the bed. And this is German as well. It looks like. Oh, a few more. Oh my gosh. For the love of cucumber, Samantha, get out and stop this gall blasting machine before it grinds your poor old man to sausage. He got caught in the Murphy bed, y'all. Isn't that a Murphy bed? Yeah. He got caught up in the Murphy bed. Look at his face. Oh my gosh. Okay, I think this is the last one. Robbing the mail. Oh, I like this one. She's in his pants pockets. Look at that. They got it robbing the mail, MAIL, but while he's sleeping, she's in his pants pocket. I just think those are cool. If y'all see any of those you want, you can let me know. But they're all kind of funny. There was like one in there or a couple in there that's not funny. The rest of them are just funny. You know, that was comedy back in the day. All right. Next, I have got, now, I've got some books over here. I'm going to do those at a flat price. I'm trying to get rid of some books too. So I'll get through the books and I have a few more things that are not books. So hang in there. Don't go anywhere. If you don't like books, I'll get through them pretty fast. So these are going to be flat price. I'm just going to give you a letter, okay? So the first one is the 1973 Triune Concept of Brain and Behavior. I know, light reading, right? How much were all? They were $3 each, Patty. I'm sorry, Patty. So how many was there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There's 14. So if you want them, I'll do it for 36. I'll throw a couple in for free. So you can have them all for 36 if you want them. You can just let me know. So the first one is going to be letter A, and it's $2 for the Triune Concept of Brain and Behavior. A little light reading for you while you're sitting on the potty, you know. Maybe you can figure out, you know, why your husband acts the way he acts. We don't know. Sleep and dreaming. Okay, thank you, Patty. I'll put you down for those, sweetie. Let me put those over here so I don't forget. Okay. So $2 for that one. Letter A, if you want to figure out patterns of sleep and dreaming and brain and behavior. $2, letter A. Next, my phone is trying to go out on me again. Next, that one was $2. They're different prices. You don't have to put them in. You don't have to put it in, Linda. I'm just going to go through them. Next, this will be a $2. I'm just doing flat price. The neurophysiological basis of mind is also $2. It'll be letter B, and it's from 1952. And some of these are not going to be y'all's cup of tea, but I think they're interesting. So $2 letter B for that one. You can take a break, Linda. Okay. I'm getting into some that are not like, you know, so sciencey and everything, but there's still a few of those. Formulas, methods, tips, and data for home and workshop. This is going to be $2, letter C. It's from 1969. But there's some good information in here. There's like, you have formulas and all this kind of stuff, like how to mix up different things to clean with and all that. But there's also like first aid in here, arts and crafts, like how to make your own paint out of pigment colors and stuff. Pigment composition, zinc oxide, lead carbonate, titanium dioxide to make white, you know. There's some crazy stuff in here. So $2, letter C for that one. Oh. The next one is a history. It's America in Our Time. This is from 1947, and this one's going to be $3. And it's letter D. America in Our Time, 1947. $3, letter D. So this is 1896 to 1946 history of America. It's got Roosevelt, merchant marine and aviation, relief to the needy, housing program, all that cool stuff. Then this one is really awesome. Somebody needs to pick this one up. This will be a $5. 1939, The Modern Home Physician. 1939, $5, letter E. But this one's got some cool pictures. Even if you don't like, you know, the other stuff, it's got cool pictures. Look at this. So $5, letter E. Is this the one? I think it is. I think this is the one. Hold on. I got to look something up. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. You know how I am about books. Look at this guy. Look at him. But this one was the one, I think. Maybe not. Let me see. Bear with me for 1 second. COU. There was one, it must not have been this one. There's one I have of these old medical books, and it was from the 1800s. And inside it, it was talking about COVID. Can you believe that? It was talking about COVID in the 1800s. I was like, this is not new. Patty, you want D and E or just D, sweetie? I'm making sure you didn't type something in wrong. Just let me know if you want D and E, okay? All right, so that was letter E. But can you believe that? I found a book that was so old. So I have you for D and E. Yeah, okay, thank you. I just want to make sure you didn't type something in wrong, sweetie. And they were talking about COVID. I was like, that's crazy to me. Okay. Then The Roots of American Civilization, 1963. This one is $3. And Patty, when I invoice and send, I'm going to invoice the books separate, or I'll invoice them together, but I'm going to do the shipping separately so I can send those media mail, okay? The Roots of American Civilization, $3, letter F, 1963, A History of American Colonial Life. Next, I have, oh, this is a good one. This is 1908. The Favorite Medical Receipt Book and Home Doctor from 1908. So this is going to be $8, letter G. 1908, $8, letter G. Maybe this was the one I found that in. I don't know. I had one that I found it. Look at this picture. Isn't that great? I know most of you are probably like, ew. They have at the top ABORTION. I don't think you're supposed to say that word on YouTube. And next to it says, See Diseases of Women. Oh my gosh. Read that. You gotta love it. You got to love it. I didn't know piles were tumors situated about the, or just within the rectum. Huh. Who knew? Okay. I heard old people say piles before, but I didn't know what piles were. All right, let's see. Cuckoo bread. What the heck are they talking about? Disease and treatments. Oh, nice. Barber's itch. Barber's itch is ringworm, y'all. Hey, Risa. I got you for that one, sweetie. Thank you. Okay, I'll quit going through it, but you know, I have to look at this stuff. Ooh, look at that. The lungs and their diseases. Lumbago. All right, I'll quit showing it. Thank you, Risa. Okay, 1905, travels and experiences in other lands. $3, letter H. 1905. $3, letter H. It's travels and experiences in other lands. $3, letter H. Manners and customs in Egypt. Gate of Christ's triumphant entry. Look at that. Isn't that nice? Okay, Risa, I got you for that one. Thank you, sweetie. I know, I love old books, y'all. It is like one of my weaknesses. And I've got so many. I got to get rid of some of these. Okay, these aren't quite as old. These are from 1973, but I'm doing a set of 3 for $10. And it's the Ocean World of Jacques Cousteau. You get all 3. 1, 2, and 3. So $10 for this set. And it is letter I. Oh, Jacques Cousteau. Letter I. $10. And these have been sitting around forever. I kept a ton of books too. I didn't get rid of them. That's like my lobster I have on my wall, y'all. Look. And I say, Pamela, for those. Thank you. I'll put you down for those. It's a great little set. Okay, so this next one, y'all, is $12, but you're going to see why. This one is amazing, 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 amazing. This is laboratory apparatus, chemicals, reagents, and microscopical stains. This is Eberbach and Sons. There's not a date in it, but it's old. And I'm going to show you. Look at this. So there's the front. But look, this is like an old, what they used to order all their old lab equipment out of, you see? Had the prices on there and all the old lab equipment. So instead of having like a little paper or whatever, it was a hard book like this. So it's got all this old lab equipment. Oh, am I frozen? Am I back? Hello? Am I still here? Or am I gone? Okay, I'm back. Thank you. So all this old lab equipment, look how thick this book is. Hey, Nancy. There's your scalpels and scissors. Your old ovens that you put things in for your slides and things. Incubators. Your old thermometers and, you know, your old lab glassware, electrodes, all this cool stuff. Hey, Becky. And then it would tell you about all the chemicals in the back. So, very cool old book. Eberbach and Son Company. Ann Arbor, Michigan. Yeah, see, I got this because I used to work in a lab, a state lab. And so I thought this was so interesting seeing all this old stuff. The funny thing was I worked in a lab one time, y'all. It was so outdated. We still had this old stuff like this. I mean, I'm not going to say that we used it every once in a while, but we still had it in the lab. I couldn't believe it. I was like, y'all, what are you doing? And it was a state lab. I was like, y'all need to spend some money. Old Bunsen burner pictures. Okay, I'm going to let it go. But that one was $12, letter J. If anybody's interested in that one, $12, letter J. I know, I get going, y'all. I'm sorry. And then these, I'm putting these together as well. These are two old math books, mathematic books. This one is from 1918, and this one is from 1914. So I'm going to put both of them together. One is practical mathematics, arithmetic, and the other one is elementary arithmetic for public schools. So we're going to put those together in one lot for $4, letter K. $4, letter K for these old math books. Vulgar fractions. What's a vulgar fraction, y'all? I thought fractions were just fractions. I didn't know they were vulgar. I mean, some vulgar things can come out of my mouth when I'm trying to figure out fractions sometimes, probably, but I don't know what vulgar fractions are. Percentages, decimals. We can learn math. Sharing and proportional parts. This was elementary school? My Lord, no wonder we're so dumb now. They were learning that in elementary school. All right, no interest in that. It is $4 for both, letter K if you want those. And then my last book that I'm going to show today, it's in rough condition, but this book is phenomenal. You could probably clean it up a little bit and all that. Somebody put tape on it. I did get some of the tape off, but I didn't work real hard at it. But I want to show you. Exactly. They're vulgar to me. They live shorter lives, for sure. So this book is so cool. The spine has come loose on it, but it is so old, y'all. This is from the late 1800s. And it was, I'm going to try to show you here. If I can get the page to turn. The page is going to stick on me. The City of New York, 1868. Now, this was when they were developing New York. And so it has like the history of how all this happened from 1777 to 1868. It talks about the New York orphan, New York juveniles, the women births in New York, 1866 and 1867. So this is like a history of New York. So it is pretty amazing. I'm going to start this one. I'm going to do this on like an auction in case there's more than one person interested. I'm going to start this one at $16 just because of how cool it is. I mean, it's very fragile. You're going to have to be fragile with this book. But there is R.B. Conley, George W. McLean, the honorary Hoffman mayor, the mayor, heads of executive department of city government. And so it's got all of that in there. Here is a picture of the police department. Are you ready? Look at that. So it's got all these cool drawings in it. But like I said, it's in rough shape. But it is just amazing. It is embossed on the edge of the pages. It's got some nice gold on it. What is this? And it's got all these fold outs. Chamber of the Board of Supervisors, 1868. Okay. I'm going to show you this and we'll move on. It's fold out. Isn't that cool? But that kind of stuff's all the way through it. It is leather bound. Like I said, the binding has come loose, but it's still an amazing, amazing book. That's the front. Here is the back of it. civil prisoners. Interesting. Tammany Society, a Colombian order. So all this old new stuff about New York. So if you like New York, live in New York, whatever, this is very cool. All right, so I'm going to let it pass. Y'all let me know if you decide you're interested in it. And I will pass on it for right now. Okay. Now, get ready. Zoe, gotcha. We're going to count it down if nobody else is interested. Going once, going twice, and sold to Zoe. All right, so this is going to be hard for me. Oh, Risa's in. Okay, sold hasn't gone in yet. So Risa's in at 18. Zoe, let me know if you're still interested. I didn't mean to rush y'all. I'm sorry. Oh, sweetie, I'm so sorry. Hey, JR. No, I'm glad you're in here with us. How are you doing? Give us an update, sweetie. And I'll let y'all decide on that. The next time, while they're going back and forth here about the book, we'll figure out who's gonna come out on top. Risa's out. Okay. Thank you, Risa, for letting me know. And Zoe, it is yours for 24 doll hairs. Thank you, thank you. And thank you, Risa, for your interest. All right. So, this is going to be hard for me to pick up, and I'm going to show you why. This is going to be the price I started at, and that's for this sale only, for right now only. When the sale is done, I will not honor this price because I know it is way too cheap for what I'm offering it at. But I'm doing it in case anybody here is interested. I want to give you a good deal because once this sale is over and nobody has purchased it, it is going straight on eBay, and it's probably going to go on. It's going to go on for at least twice of what I'm offering it here for, maybe 3 times, depending on how I'm feeling at the time. So I'm going to grab it. I am going to tell you now when I'm grabbing it, the glass is loose on the inside. It's going to need somebody to affix it on the inside of the frame. Somebody took the little nails out that holds it in. So just know that while I'm holding it up, you are going to have to do something to affix the glass on the inside if you choose to purchase. So let me move this out of the way. It is large, and I do not want to drop it. This is an antique reverse painted convex bubble glass picture. Winter in Holland. I want to show you kind of. It is bubble glass. Hopefully you can see that. Beautiful piece. I am going to start it at $75. If you know what these are worth, you know people pay over $200 for these. But I'm giving y'all a deal. This is only for now. After the sale is over, don't come back and, nobody, if you're watching on replay, I will not honor that price after the live sale, just so you know. This is for the live sale only. So everybody that's in here right now is getting a chance. After this, it's not going to be honored. So just know that. But it is gorgeous. The frame is old. I'm going to try to flip it around and show you. Look how old this frame is. But I'm having to hold the glass in because, like I said, somebody removed the nails that held the glass in. I guess probably because they were packing it away and didn't want to. Because when I got it, the glass was separate from the frame. So that's the back of it. And you can see where it's jointed together right there and over here. So it's a huge oval frame. And then it's the reverse painted glass. It says winter in Holland. It is a beautiful piece. If you like antiques, it is beautiful. But I wanted to show it to you guys before I put it online, because I like to give y'all first chance at it. Let you look at it for a few minutes longer, and then we are going to pass on it. Because I can't hold things for very long. But if there's no interest, that's okay. But I want to let you see it just in case. Because y'all know as well as I do, the frames like this with just the glass in it, that people put pictures in, sell for more than that. The shipping, it's not super heavy. The shipping is going to be in the size of it, because it is large. But it's hard to say. I would say probably $15 to $20 to ship. That's just a guess. Don't hold me to it. That's just a guess. Like I said, it's not super heavy. It's just the size of it. Because the size is so large, that's where the problem comes in. But it is beautiful. All right. I'm going to set it down. You guys think about it till the end of the sale. And I'll give you a few minutes to think, okay? Yeah, right? It's a good price, right, Lori? That bubble glass is so hard to come by now. You can't get it just anywhere anymore. And it not be broken. Let's see. Oh, I got bubble wrap right here. I'm going to set it on bubble wrap. There we go. That's a good idea. So you guys think about it. Oh, Lori's in at 75. Okay. All right. Give it a few more minutes in case anybody else wants to come in. If not, we're going to count it down. Going once. Going twice. And sold to Lori. Thank you. And I'm going to take the glass out. You know, I'm not going to leave it in there and wrap it. I'm going to wrap it in two separate pieces and then put cardboard in between them when I ship it, because I want to make sure it gets there. Well, I want to hope it gets there, because you know how the postal service is sometimes. They finally found my package, y'all. The package that has been missing since the 2nd of the month, March 2nd. They finally found it like day before yesterday. It took them that long to find my package that was missing. I was about to have a heart attack, y'all. But luckily, they found it, so I'm happy about that. Thank you, Lori. All right, so we're going to do, all right, this was just, I just think it's a cute little bag, so I decided to bring it. I thought one of you may have a granddaughter or something that you could put it in like their little Easter basket, and it would be cute for like a little gift, or make a little basket out of it. So I'm going to start this at just $5. It's just a cute little purse. I mean, you could carry it too, but I don't like the real small bags. I like big ones, bigger, so I can carry a lot of stuff. But look how cute this little color block bag is. Is that not adorable? It reminds me of Tetris. Did y'all play Tetris? But look how cute this little bag is. And it does have it's got a zipper. It's got a little shoulder strap in here that you can attach to make it like a crossbody bag if you want to. It's just so cute. Here, let me see if I can put this the little thing on here. There we go. There's one side. And it's an adjustable strap, so you can make it real long, or you can shorten it down if you don't want it real long. But I just think it's adorable. So there's where it's like doubled over. The strap is doubled over, but you can let it all the way out to be like a crossbody bag. But I just thought it was so cute. I picked that up the other day and I was like, oh my gosh, that reminds me of Tetris. Back in the day when I played Tetris. It's in good shape. And I see Nancy is at 6. I'll see if I can show you the inside. It looks real good and clean too on the inside. I don't think it was ever used, honestly. It's probably one that somebody got and didn't ever use it. Pamela's at 8. Nancy's at 10. Pamela is out. Thank you for letting me know, Pamela. So going once, going twice, and sold to Nancy for $10. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you, Pamela, for your interest. You sit over here. If y'all like purses, I can have a purse sale probably. I got a bunch out there. A bunch. I got Coach and everything. All right. So I'm going to put this in an ephemera lot right here. It's just 2 pieces. But one piece is slightly offensive. So I'm going to try to cover up the offensive part. Well, both pieces are offensive. What am I saying? But one might be more offensive to people than the other one. So the first piece is, it's vintage, but it's still a reproduction. It's not antique. It's a reproduction of an antique. But it is a Tombstone City license for Sadie Joe. And this was a city license like for the ladies of the night. It says on here, must be displayed in a conspicuous place above bed. So I think that's kind of funny. So that's the first piece you get. Oh, look, it says Wyatt Earp is the deputy marshal. June 1881. Anyway, like I said, this is like a reproduction kind of piece. It is vintage, but it's a reproduction. But I think it's kind of funny. So that's the first piece. The second piece you get, I'm going to try to cover up the parts that might be offensive here. It could be racially offensive. I'm not trying to do that. But the 2 black crows, it's a newspaper clipping. And this was, oh, I didn't give you a price, did it? It's a $3 start for both pieces together. It says Paramount's all-talking new show, World Picture, with Evelyn Brent and Harry Green, directed by George Abbott, from Octavius Roy Cohen's hilarious story. It's a comedy romance, but it's slightly offensive. But you know, it's an old newspaper clipping. Somebody went to the trouble to clip it out of an old newspaper, and so I rescued it because I didn't want to, you know, I don't want to throw things away. And I see Risa in at 3, so we can count it down if there is no other interest. Going once, going twice, and sold. Teresa for $3. Thank you. Put that over here. All right. Let's see what else I have right here. Oh, I didn't know if anybody would want this. I have 2 of these, and so I don't need 2. So I'm going to offer one up if anybody is interested. I know there's a lot of jewelry sellers out there, and people, I mean, you can just display your jewelry, right? This is not super old. It's from 2011, it says on the sticker on the bottom. So not super old, but I thought somebody could use it. I grabbed two and I'm going to keep one and I'm going to sell the other. It's just the little display hand in the black that holds like a little ring. You know, you can put rings on the fingers. It can hold a piece of jewelry. You can drape jewelry over it. So I'm going to start at $6. If anybody needs like some kind of little jewelry display thing. Oh, did I freeze again? A little jewelry display thing. And then, you know, you can display. It's like a composite kind of material. But, you know, you don't have to sell jewelry. You can just want to display your own jewelry. And it looks cute on there. So, you know, you can drape a necklace over. I don't know if I can hold it and drape it at the same time. But you can drape a necklace over it. Have it holding a little brooch or something. Put rings on the fingers. Whatever you want it to do. I don't know if it'll hold that one or not. It's just a cute little piece if you want to display something. But if there's no interest in my hand, that's okay. I just want to offer it up because, like I said, I picked up two the other day and I really only need one. So I was going to offer it in case anybody needed it. So we will pass on that guy. Put him back over here. Are we still here? Okay. So, guys, that was pretty much all I have brought. Give a helping hand, right? That's all I have brought. Like I said, my back has been really messed up, so I didn't want to go super long tonight. If I'm feeling better tomorrow, I may do a pop-up tomorrow. I don't know. Let's see how I'm feeling tomorrow. If not, I'll definitely be back on Wednesday at 5 o'clock. And Angie from Angie's Oddity is going to be joining me, so make sure you can pop in there if you don't mind. And then I'm going to try to be back on Friday as well. Let's see how my back does. My back has had me really messed up for several days, so I'm having a lot of trouble. But I'm glad I came on because I wanted to, and I was like, I do not want to cancel. I'm going to just go do it. So I'm glad I did. But anyway, that's it. If you say something in the playback that you're interested in, just let me know through either email or in the comment section below. Please make sure you give me a thumbs up if you haven't already. I would appreciate it. And please make sure you continue to pray for Tammy Renee, for everything that she's got going on. And also, Linda, I got your message, and I don't know if you can put it in the chat here or not. I don't know if you can put the links in the chat or not. If you can, you can put it in there for your son. Her son is going for favorite teacher of the year, I believe is what it was called. So if you can put the link in, you can go right ahead. I don't care. But if not, y'all, if you get something from Linda about her son, please make sure you go and do that. Vote for him so that he can win the Teacher of the Year award. That would be awesome. And other than that, I guess that's it for the night. Y'all have a great rest of your evening. And yeah, I'll either see you tomorrow, which I don't know if I will or not. We'll see how I'm feeling. If I do, it'll be either pretty early or pretty late. It won't. Oh, and I'm cutting out, so I better go. But I love you all so much. Thank you for all your support. And I'll see you guys very, very soon. You'll have a great rest of your evening. Be kind, stay safe, and be blessed. And as always, to God give the glory in all that we do. And I'll see you guys later. Thanks for coming. Bye, everyone.